Today we dive deep into the heart of a royal conundrum that has caught the attention of the world. At the center of this perplexing scenario is King Charles and his seemingly contradictory stance towards his relationship with Prince Harry's children, Prince Archie and Princess Lily. Publicly, King Charles has expressed a fervent desire to be an active presence in his grandchildren's lives. Sources close to the royal family have shared that the king is not content with mere occasional video calls. He yearns for a deeper, more meaningful connection, one that transcends the digital divide and allows him to impart his wisdom to the young royals. However, actions speak louder than words, and in this case they seem to tell a different story. The recent eviction of Prince Harry and his family from Frogmore Cottage stands in stark contrast to these avowed intentions. This move has sparked a flurry of speculation and debate. Critics and royal watchers alike are puzzled. If the king truly wishes to be close to his grandchildren, why take steps that seem to push his own family further away? So what could possibly motivate such contradictory behavior from the throne? Let's explore. King Charles's role as a grandfather comes under scrutiny. A recent report suggests that the king is far from satisfied with mere video calls as his sole window into the lives of his grandchildren. A source close to the royal family reveals that King Charles craves a deeper, more meaningful connection with Prince Archie and Princess Lily. This longing for closeness isn't about occasional digital interactions. It's about real, tangible family moments. The desire for a stronger bond is understandable. After all, the role of a grandparent often involves guidance, wisdom, and emotional support, elements difficult to convey through a screen alone. For someone of King Charles's stature whose life is woven with duties and responsibilities, carving out space for family amidst the demands of sovereignty presents a complex challenge. Yet, this raises a poignant question. If King Charles truly seeks to knit a closer relationship with his grandchildren, what are the real barriers preventing this from happening? It's not just about finding time in a busy schedule, it's also about prioritizing what matters. The royal protocols and the sheer mechanics of his position might complicate personal intentions. In this intricate dance of royal obligations and family ties, the king's expressed wishes to be more than a distant figure in his grandchildren's lives are heartening. But if the king's intentions are as sincere as they appear, why do his actions not align? The eviction from Frogmore Cottage stands as a pivotal moment in the royal saga. Nestled within the verdant grounds of Windsor, Frogmore Cottage had been more than just a residence for Prince Harry and Meghan. It symbolized a sanctuary away from the relentless public eye, a home where they could nurture their young family with a semblance of normalcy. However, the tranquility of this setting was disrupted by an unexpected royal decree. The news broke in early 2023, sending ripples through both the media and the public. The eviction notice came amidst swirling rumors of strained relationships within the royal family, particularly between Prince Harry and King Charles. The timing of this eviction was particularly poignant, following closely on the heels of Prince Harry's revealing memoir, which laid bare many of the internal conflicts and personal challenges he faced within the royal fold. Public reaction was swift and divided. On one side, there were those who saw this as a necessary step, a reaffirmation of royal protocols, and the need for unity within the family. On the other side, critics argued that the move was punitive, a kind of retribution for the couple's increasingly independent and outspoken nature. Media outlets around the world picked up the story, each spinning the narrative to align with their audience's sentiments, but the overarching theme was clear. This was more than just a simple property dispute. The broader narrative of the royal family's dynamics came into sharper focus through this incident. It highlighted the ongoing challenges of balancing personal autonomy with royal duties, and the often harsh spotlight that shines on those who deviate from traditional paths. This eviction was not just a change of residence, it was a statement, loud and clear. It underscored the deep divisions and the high stakes involved in royal life, where personal decisions can have public repercussions, and where homes are more than just places to live. They are chess pieces in a game of royal strategy. Every move in a royal's life is a calculated step. Let's decode these maneuvers. In the intricate tapestry of royal duties and personal desires, Prince Harry's recent actions stand out as boldly as a knight's move in a game of chess. During his last visit to the UK, the prince made it clear that he was not going to comply with the traditional expectations that often bind members of the royal family. This was not just a personal decision, it was a strategic one, signaling a shift in how he intends to engage with his royal heritage. The refusal to meet with King Charles, despite being in close proximity, was a statement louder than any press release. It underscored a profound transformation in Harry's approach to his royal engagements. This move was not just about personal boundaries, it was a calculated step to reshape his public identity and assert his autonomy outside the royal framework. Public statements and private decisions within the royal family often serve dual purposes. They are both personal expressions and strategic moves. When Harry released a statement citing the King's full program as the reason for their non-meeting, it wasn't just a logistical note, it was a chess move. This carefully worded statement positioned Harry not as a rebellious outsider, but as a respectful yet independent entity, subtly challenging the narrative controlled by the royal family. Moreover, these maneuvers have ripple effects that extend beyond the immediate family. They influence public perception, media narratives, and even the internal dynamics of the royal household. Each decision, each statement is a piece moved on the grand chessboard of royal optics, where every action is scrutinized and every silence loaded with meaning. In this ongoing game, both the royal family and Prince Harry are players whose moves are watched by an attentive global audience. Each step, whether a retreat or an advance, shapes the evolving narrative of their public and private lives. With every move scrutinized, the royal family continues to play a complex game of chess with public perception. How does the world view the royal family amidst these controversies? In the heart of these regal dramas, public perception oscillates like a pendulum, swayed by every headline and heartfelt interview. The royal family, once cloaked in an almost mystical reverence, now finds itself under the magnifying glass of modern scrutiny. At the center of the latest tempest is King Charles, whose relationship with his grandchildren, Prince Archie and Princess Lily, has become a topic of intense public and media discourse. Media coverage on this issue paints a complex picture. On one side, there are glowing reports of a grandfather's yearning to be close to his grandchildren, to share in their lives and impart wisdom. These stories often depict the king as a figure of familial love and dedication, thwarted by circumstances and misunderstandings. However, a closer look at the narrative reveals a starkly different tale. Several royal experts and key media figures have pointed out notable discrepancies between King Charles's public statements and his actions. For instance, the eviction of Prince Harry and his family from Frogmore Cottage is juxtaposed against Charles's alleged desires to forge a meaningful relationship with his grandchildren. This action speaks volumes, whispering tales of discord and disconnection rather than the unity and warmth that one might expect. The public, ever watchful and increasingly opinionated, has not been shy about voicing its skepticism. Social media platforms and online forums are abuzz with discussions and debates, with many questioning the sincerity of the king's intentions. The sentiment is echoed in opinion polls and commentaries where the word hypocrisy surfaces with uncomfortable frequency. Adding to the chorus, seasoned royal commentators have also weighed in, suggesting that the king's public persona and private actions seem misaligned. They argue that while the king's public statements aim to paint a picture of a doting grandfather eager to be involved, his decisions tell a story of priorities that perhaps lie elsewhere. This dichotomy between public image and private action is not new to the world of royalty, but it is increasingly under examination in an age where transparency is valued over tradition. As the royal family navigates these turbulent waters, each move and decision is closely watched, analyzed, and often criticized. As the lines between personal desires and public duties blur, the royal family's image is continually reshaped. The saga of King Charles and his grandchildren is more than a family matter. It is a public spectacle that reflects broader questions about the role and relevance of the monarchy in today's society. In the grand tapestry of royal relationships, every thread tells a story. As we've woven through the complex narrative of King Charles's interactions with his grandchildren, It's clear that these relationships are more than mere family ties. They are entwined with public perception and royal duties. King Charles's apparent desire to be more than a distant figure in the lives of Prince Archie and Princess Lily, juxtaposed against his actions, such as the Frogmore eviction, paints a complex picture of his role as both a grandfather and a monarch. Reflecting on the future, these familial dynamics within the royal family are likely to evolve. As the children grow, their relationship with their grandfather could forge new paths, or perhaps echo the controversies of the past. The royal family's public roles and private bonds are continuously under scrutiny, and each decision will likely be observed under the magnifying glass of public and media attention. As we've seen today, the royal family's narrative is as intricate as it is fascinating. Thank you for joining us on this royal journey today. As we've navigated the complex corridors of royal family dynamics, your engagement has truly enriched the conversation. If you found today's exploration enlightening, I encourage you to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspectives help make these discussions even more vibrant and meaningful. Thank you everyone for watching the video, and let's show some love by subscribing and sharing the video. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I am your loyal host, Zane.